Eeb? Eeb! Huh? What? Why'd you distract me? Were you thinking of something important? No, I wasn't even thinking. You know what? I'm not even gonna comment on that. Anyways, I want your input on something. Sure, what is it? I wanna know about moving. Moving, huh? Well, there's a lot about moving. Is there anything you wanna know about specifically? Gosh, I really didn't think about it that far. I'll leave it up to you. Sure, then let me start here.
You have many types of moving in video games. The one that comes to mind is mainly the ones to do with the console. I mean, the console alone has many types of moving depending on the console, but the one that I'm focusing on is moving game data through consoles. In the past, there was something called a memory card. These were pretty much external storages and the only way you can save data in a game. So if you wanted the same save data on a different console, that would be the only way to get that. But even before that, back in the NES and SNES days, the game would get saved by the cartridge. Now I don't know how true this is, but I'm sure that if you use a cartridge with saved data in it on a different SNES or NES, you would have the same save data. So that's how you would pretty much move save data to a different console.
That's cool and all, but am I going to have to tell you to let me finish every single time? But no, let me finish. Now what I was going to say was,
in modern consoles, the memory cards are gone, but that doesn't mean you can't transfer data you want. How it works with recent consoles is by the cloud, and typically, you would have to pay for that. It does suck, but I'd say it's actually probably cheaper than if you had to use memory cards that would probably be like 256 GB or more nowadays.
Whatever the case, that's pretty much moving game data from one console to another. Does that help? Well, that was pretty interesting, but that's not what I'm asking. I was trying to tell you I want to know about moving houses. Oh, well, I am experienced in that as well, so I guess it's time to tell you a story. Well, that's new to Eebworld.
A long time ago, like from 2003 to 2012, I lived in the US, New Jersey specifically, like 10 minutes away from New York City even. It was nice, but August 12, 2012, not only did I move houses, but I also moved countries. I moved to a country in the Middle East called the United Arab Emirates. It ain't that bad of a country, but in comparison to the US, it is a bit boring. I mean, there is a lot more sand than green, and it just feels lacking in some stuff. You may know this about me, but I like video games, and in a way, video games are not very popular in the UAE. Sure, there are video game stores and people who like them, but there are no advertisements for it, and you can kind of forget they even exist. But regardless, the country has so many skyscrapers, and even the tallest building in the world. At least at the time that I'm talking about this stuff, since there are projects to beat that. Anyways, I lived in an apartment that you may have seen in the early days of Eebworld up until December 2021. So in January 2022, I ended up moving to a new place, and it was in exactly the same building but higher up. Well, at least that place was bigger. Now in terms of the experience, it was tiresome. Granted, when I moved countries, I was pretty young and my family didn't take our old furniture with us. But packing what you really need in the process of getting there really takes a toll on you. But the second move was even more tiresome because unlike the first move, the new place wasn't furnished. So we took all the furniture and moved it upstairs, which really sucked. But in a way, it was exciting knowing that I'm gonna be in a new place. But that's about it with my moving experience. Would I say it's worth it? Depending on the place you're moving to, sure. After all the tiresome stuff, you can rest well. You don't have to really do it many times in your life.
Does that help? Yeah. Wait, what the? This isn't where we were a second ago. What are you talking about? You've been talking for an entire week. What? And when has your hair gotten shorter? And your glasses changed color? Speak for yourself. What the? Hold on, back to what I asked. Where are we? You know, it's better for you to see yourself. Huh? This can't be happening. No way. So, what do you think? I didn't think this would ever happen. I'm in